Welcome to the Adoption Lounge. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Katie. And we're so excited to be together.
As always.
I know we've been really busy through the holidays, so I feel like it's been great spending some time together intentionally lately.
Well, and Katie was
Like
sick for
recently.
half of her December.
Yes, I did not participate in the world for a while. I had pneumonia, so that was pretty terrible. But for Christmas, because I am the best friend ever, I got Amanda Kelsey Ballerini tickets. So we got to go see Kelsey Ballerini. They're still selling tickets, and to our, 56 followers, you should definitely get yourself some Kelsey Ballerini tickets. Honestly, it was such a great show.
Oh my gosh. I cried. I sang.
I screamed
danced.
like a girl, or I was like, ah, like a little kid, because Carly Pierce came out and...
We got matching sweatshirts, which I realize now that we should have wore them.
I think we even talked about it. We're like, we should wear them for the podcast, and then we immediately forgot that was our plan. Yep.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense, though, today.
Yeah. Yep, that would have made more sense.
Oh, well. Best laid plans.
But we're also really excited because we have a guest. Her name is Kelly.
Yes, we're so excited to talk to Kelly today. She's going to tell us all about her adoption through Angel and a beautiful child who is
almost
old.
3.
I can't believe that. She dropped that bomb on me right before we started talking.
So Kelly, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is Kelly, and I live in Texas. We have 3 children. So my oldest is going to be 20 in April. My daughter just turned 18 in January. And our sweet boy Hayden that we adopted at birth, he will be 3 next weekend on February 8th. So we live on a farm. We have lots of animals and always busy. Never a dull moment.
Living on a farm, that is so fun.
It's busy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure it's very busy. Have you enlisted Hayden to do some farm chores yet?
Oh, he loves it. Yeah, he would live outside if we let him. I mean, he would pitch a tent and live out with the chickens, and he's a little scared of the pig, but yeah, he would live outside if we let him.
Oh, that is so cute.
He's a sweet boy.
So, talk to us about what brought you to adoption in the first place. What kind of started that conversation?
So we actually had the conversation even before we had our oldest son. We had infertility issues for 4.5 years and went through IVF and IUIs and all the things and had, a couple miscarriages. So I always said, if I'm not pregnant by 30, we're adopting. I just didn't matter to me where baby, whether it came from me or anywhere, I just wanted to be a mother. And from the time I can remember, I mean, my baby dolls had real Pampers, so...
Only the best.
Only the best. Thank you to my mother for that. But so we knew that it was always something in our hearts, and we've had friends that have adopted. And so after we had, our first 2, we thought we were done, and till I popped it on my husband that I really had it in my heart to have a 3rd. And so we tried, and we went through all the things again, and wasn't working. So I was like, that's it. Like, I made up my mind, like, we're gonna adopt then. And I've contacted all my friends that have adopted. I found Angel, and we just had an amazing conversation, and we decided to move forward, and we did. And Hayden came into our lives a year into the journey. So
Yeah,
we're very, very blessed.
It probably did feel like a whirlwind.
It did. Yeah, it happened really fast. I mean, we got the call, and within 3 weeks he was born. So.
Oh wow! So it was quick.
Really
tell us
quick.
a little bit about your journey. How many opportunities did you have?
One other opportunity within a couple of weeks of going live with Angel, we got the phone call that a mom was looking at us as well as another couple. We were super excited and started talking with her, and actually flew up to meet her and took her to lunch and stayed in contact with her. And ultimately, within so many months down the line, she chose the other couple, which was a little heartbreaking at first, but then I realized they did not have any children at all, and so I was excited and happy for them. In fact, we have become really good friends.
Oh,
that.
Really?
I love that.
So we keep in touch all the time, and they're in the process of trying to adopt a second. So we've become really good friends, and we plan on meeting one day and introducing our children.
That's amazing. I love that.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look them up. That is so cool.
Are they close by you?
No, they are not close by. They live
Okay.
in the northern part of the United States, but so we're gonna meet. Hopefully, they love Texas, so we're gonna meet somewhere in Texas.
So does Amanda. Amanda's
I love
obsessed with
Texas.
Texas. Aw.
Not in the summer.
I'll take it in the summer too.
No, like seriously,
Okay.
all year round, she is
Yeah.
like a Texas girly. She's so weird. Mm-hmm. I was born in Texas, and I have no.
Probably why I
interest.
love her so much.
Do you think that's why?
Yeah. I knew.
I don't even like warm weather, but you can sense it about me. I will come to see the farm, though. I would love to see. The
Okay,
farm.
anytime.
So tell me about the call when you got the second opportunity. Like, was there a lot of space? Were you kind of starting to feel defeated, or were you just kind of just excited?
Yes, I mean, it was getting a little discouraging, but I just always have had the mindset if it's meant to be, it will be. And so, I mean, I literally got home on a Sunday from my daughter's UIL cheer competition and had just laid down. I was exhausted, and my husband was actually working a job in Waco. So I had just got home, and the phone rang, and it said that Angel was calling, and I knew if y'all were calling on a Sunday, it was something really important. So, in fact, they said, "Are you sitting down?" I was like, "Well, I'm laying down." So they said a birth mom had chose us, and she could have the baby as early as tomorrow. So my oldest
No
son
time for sleep.
Yeah, no time to sleep. So I jumped right up, of course, and wrote everything down and got to calling, told my son, and I was like, we may have a baby tomorrow. I may have to leave. And the baby was going to be born in Texas as well. So at least we didn't have to go too far. It was actually 3 weeks later that he was born, but it was a little wild 3 weeks, but worth every bit of it.
Yeah. Were you able at all to build a relationship with that expectant mom before he was born?
We texted a lot. We did not speak on the phone until Hayden was born, but we texted. We had, a little bit of back and forth, or, kind of how it goes. Sometimes you worry, you don't hear back, and then, you definitely eased my mind. I would call Angel for support, and we didn't know if it was actually going to go through. And it was, gosh, I think it was like 11 o'clock at night when I got the phone call. In fact, I had, again, going to bed, and my daughter was up working on a project and saw that the phone was ringing because it rang on our computer. And she told me that the birth mom was trying to call me. And I thought that was unusual because she has never done that. So I immediately got on my phone and saw I had a bunch of text from birth dad that congratulations that I had a baby boy and that he was born.
That's such a...
And he was delivered at home. Dad delivered him at home. Did a great job. An ambulance came and got her and took her straight to the hospital. I left immediately. Well, I left about midnight from where I am and had to drive to Waco where my husband was, and then up near Dallas to where Hayden was in the hospital. And we got up there, kind of had to wait around. They were doing shift change at the time at the hospital, so it was a little nerve-wracking, but it was the most amazing moment. It's surreal. It's just absolutely surreal. And she had already left the hospital, so unfortunately I did not get to hug her or see her. But we spoke on the phone, and then lots of texting after that. It was just amazing. I mean, it was, I just can't describe the feeling. So, I mean, I've given birth twice, and I will say it's no different of a feeling. It's your baby, and you just can't believe it. And, I always say I carried him in my heart, and he didn't give me stretch marks, so he was born from my heart, which is the best place. So he still has all of our heart, and the world's best big brother and sister that adore him, and my daughter's a cheerleader, and every single cheerleader is in love with them, and so he's very
I
spoiled
bet.
with all the girls.
Your children he probably has like multiple parents because I'm sure having a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old,
Yes.
they're like little dad and mom.
Oh, there's times that we're out and they think that they're the parents. So
Like such a little dolly. Like
it's me. I'm mom. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Even when they were younger, like when Hayden was, a newborn, they still thought, and I'm like, no, she's 15.
It was probably so fun having like a little 3-year-old around. It probably like brought so much life to
Oh my gosh.
your farm, right? Having boring teenagers. I have one.
Yeah.
I have an 18-year-old
teenagers
daughter
who don't
too.
want to engage with
Okay.
you anymore.
Yep. She's getting ready to go off to college next year, but at least she's not going too far. She knows she can't go too far away from her baby brother, so
Of course.
she adores her.
Oh, I see what has happened now, actually. It's very clever.
Big brain.
I know how to keep her close.
Aw,
Do you have a relationship with the birth mom now after placement happened?
No, actually, we don't. And not that we wouldn't. It's just, it's been, May will be 3 years since I've heard from her.
Okay.
Honestly, I really think she's trying to let him and us have our life together. We always have, our adoption was an open adoption. So I always leave my social media open, everything, where she is always able to find me. She wrote him the most beautiful letter from a birth mother to a child that you could ever read. I would make you cry. It's beautiful. And so,
I'm sure we would cry.
always-
Everything.
Oh, 100% we would
Yeah,
cry.
like everything makes us cry.
But how
in
nice
adoption.
that your son gets to have that too.
Yeah,
And
I like that because I think a lot of people, when they're trying to decide what to be open to and when they're going through this process, it's so easy to lean into the fearful parts of it, of the unknown. And so
Right.
I feel like leaving yourself open is such a wonderful gesture.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. So, she gave us a gift that I could never repay. What she did a beautiful thing. She did the right thing by him for sure, and I'm just forever grateful. I tell everybody, you can make mistakes in your life, and but you can also make such a beautiful decision for your child and giving him life and giving him a wonderful life to live, and so many people that love and adore him. And my mom can't stay away from him, and she just, oh my gosh, she brags about him constantly, and so he always constantly wants to go to her house, and so yeah, he's such a gift. I can't stress enough the wonderful gift of adoption, and if anybody's ever considering it, it's amazing. It really truly is, and I'm forever grateful, and I thank God every day for him, every single day. So,
Well, Kelly, can I ask you a two-part advice question? So, for families who are considering adoption, what advice would you give them during the research process, trying to decide what route to go or how to choose an agency?
well, adoption, if you've never had children and you're adopting, or if you've had children and adopting, it's something that you need to really think about. It's not an easy process to go through. It's, it can be heartbreaking, it can be discouraging, but I'm telling you, when that moment happens, you forget about all that. It's like childbirth. You forget about the pain. It's just, you do. It just fills your heart, and it's a wonderful thing to do. And it's a gift that, I think God put adoption available because it's such a wonderful thing. It's the right choice for so many, and it gives so many parents that cannot have children or want to expand their family such a wonderful opportunity. So pray about it. That's what I did, and I still can't believe it happened because we were older. We weren't, in our early 30s or late 20s, and we did have children already. So I truly believe in my heart that Hayden was created for us. Like, he was meant to be our son, for sure.
That's going to provide so much hope. We have so many older parents that reach out, or people with children, and they always ask how they would do in this process with other people that don't have children. And you adopted so quickly too, so
you never know.
Whatever's meant
You
to be
never
is
know.
meant to be.
Yeah, it is, and you never know what a birth mom's looking for. She wants a family that does have children, or older children, or parents that are older and more relaxed. I'm definitely more relaxed
what I
this
always
time around
say.
than
I
the
mean,
first time.
it's based on her own experiences. So what she's looking for is something that either provides her comfort because it feels nostalgic, or something she didn't have, so she wants to make sure her child has that. But whatever the purpose of her desire is, like, that could match so many different kinds of families.
Exactly. So,
And what advice would you have for adoptive parents, or potential adoptive, hopeful adoptive parents, going through this process right now?
definitely don't give up. I know it can be very discouraging, but you have to believe that there is going to be a beautiful baby meant for you. And there's so many wonderful babies and birth mamas out there that want the best for their baby, and just stick with it and pray about it. And I believe it'll happen. I mean, I always say, don't give up. Don't ever give up. If it's something that's so important to you, then don't give up, and it will happen. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us, Ellie.
Yes, thank you so much. You're a busy mama, so thank you so much for taking time to
No, of
talk with
course.
us.
Of course. And
We
come
always
visit
love
the
having
farm
our
anytime.
families on. Is Hayden like running around?
He's upstairs. It's almost nap time. I hear a little choo 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 choo. I think he's watching Miss Rachel.
Oh my gosh, and she's on Netflix now, so she's very accessible.
Yeah, oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's talking more and more. And earlier I was doing my workout, and he comes in and keeps me company, and handing me his yogurt pouches for me to open while I'm on the treadmill. So, he's like,
so
"Ooh, Mommy's
independent."
sweaty.
He's like, I know that you're busy, but
I need this yogurt now.
I need this
That's right.
yogurt
I need
right
this
now.
yogurt
Stat.
right now. And he got it.
Oh.
No, my
So-
son will walk past my husband to bring me stuff to open for him when I'm in the middle of a meeting. I'm like, isn't your dad next to you? Like,
I know. That's a
He
dad
just
for
doesn't
you.
open things the way you do.
I guess I open things like I've never opened something before in my
I'm
life.
aware.
My whole family and friends will tell you that I opened packages like it wasn't meant to be opened in any kind of regular way. Like, it's terrible.
She just rips things open.
Like, my ultimate goal is for it to be stale as soon as possible.
Yes.
So I feel like he's making a weird choice, but kids,
Well, I hope Hayden has the best birthday. I'm sure he will.
Spider-Man birthday, his favorite.
Oh,
So,
Spider-Man.
He was Spider-Man for Halloween, and so he's super excited, and we're excited. So
Well, I love that. I hope that you guys enjoy his birthday. And thank you again so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Yes.
Oh,
Happy
of
early
course.
birthday to Hayden.
forever grateful for y'all. So
Oh, thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, we're just happy to get to talk to you.
Yeah,
So,
we're grateful for you and your family, too.
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Bye,
Bye,
Kelly.
Kelly.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't believe he's gonna be 3 years old.
And Spider-Man. I wonder if he doesn't take off his costume. Remember Elliot? Like, was
Oh, yeah.
obsessed with Catboy
Catboy, yes.
forever and wouldn't take it off, so we just had to wash.
It was like that commercial with the dad whose daughter won't take off the princess costume, and
Yeah,
then he
he
has to like
wouldn't.
wash it behind her back.
Yes. I'm like, I promise you there's clean clothes
Forgot
underneath this.
Forgot about that until just now. I didn't really question it either. I just assumed every time I saw him he was just playing. I didn't really
No.
realize he was wearing that all the
That
time.
was his whole personality.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is really fun. I really loved talking with her. I think it is going to be great for other families to hear.
Yeah, we get that all the time. And actually what a lot of people don't realize is that most of our adoptive parents are I would say in their late 30s and then early to mid 40s, because so many families are doing infertility. They're on second marriages. You know, they were career focused. You know, so it's a really common age. I think sometimes all the fertility beats it into us. You know, that we are old to be parents, but it's like that's a totally separate journey.
It's also not something we share too, and it's not something that expectant mothers really ever ask. I mean, we've had it happen a few times, but
that's what I always say. I'm like, we don't share your ages, so. It's not posted anywhere.
It's not like you're going up against, you know, young chickens. That was a play because she's on a farm. Yep. Hopefully.
That's one of my favorite things you've ever said.
Yeah, I know.
And I still need to choose
It comes to me. It just comes to me.
Does it?
Sometimes.
Is that your just natural way? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love you.
I love you.
I'll see you next week and probably tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
See you guys
soon.